All right, so the Warriors won tonight, and it was arguably their most epic win of the season, winning against the Milwaukee Bucks, one of the best teams in the NBA, by a final score of 122 to 121. So a very close game. You saw great defense there from Wiggins. There was a lot of great scoring from Steph Curry, who is partly injured. So, I mean, him scoring 41 points tonight was incredible. And, there was also good games from Oubre, who had 19 points. Wiggins didn't have that many points, but like I said, he probably could be credited with the reason we won at the end just because of his defense. He played really good defense. The Bucks had the ball with the closing seconds, about 7 seconds left. The Bucks had the ball. They're putting all sorts of shots, and Wiggins did a great job defending. But he was not player of the game. The player of the game would be Stephen Curry for sure. 41 points, and like I said, he's partly injured. I don't know how this guy does it. He can turn a team around. I mean, like, we were down with by a pretty sizable amount with not much time left. And this is the Milwaukee Bucks. They're a good team. They're usually good at holding leads. But we made a comeback. And obviously, Giannis Antetokounmpo did not play tonight, which you could say, oh, it's not a real win against Milwaukee because, he didn't play. But they're still a good team without him. And obviously, they've had injuries, but the Bucks lead slipped away from them, and the Warriors were able to capitalize late. And that's something they haven't been able to do lately. I mean, you look at a lot of the losses, maybe aside from the one they lost by 53 points, and a lot of them are these games that they're winning, and then they lose at the end. That's definitely happened a lot lately. The last game against the Hawks, that happened. But the Warriors sealed the deal. Stephen Curry played amazing. He turned it around, 41 points. I mean, this guy, this season in particular, I mean, every season he's good, but, he something about being on a rather losing team just I feel like motivates him to play better. And I mean, with the Warriors right now, that's complicated because I don't know. Like, I want to consider. I know it's not all. I can't really. I don't want to judge them that much yet. I don't want to judge them in general, but I think, do we consider the Warriors a decent team or a bad team? Because they did lose like 7 of their last 8, but they did have a statement win tonight. So I don't know. I guess you're the one to decide, really. I'm going to say the Warriors are still in the mix of teams to make the playoffs, but had they lost tonight, I would have said they're probably in the loop of the bad teams. I think when you get to a certain point of losing, but they are still about 2.5 games back of that final playoff spot. However, the Grizzlies, who are in that playoff spot, have won 3 in a row, and the Mavericks, who are in the spot above that, have won 5 in a row. But San Antonio's lost 3 in a row, so I guess that helps us out just a little bit. However, for the Bucks, Drew Holiday had 29 points. He had a good game. Chris Middleton did 28 points. They had decent 3-point shooting. Warriors did decent from outside the arc. They had 38% about from outside the arc, and Milwaukee had about 44% from outside the arc. Both teams shoot pretty well, and Chris Middleton obviously is a pretty decent shooter. But yeah, I think the Warriors, they made a statement. I think, winning this was great. In terms of their schedule, we are going to play the Wizards next, and they've also, not a great team. So I think we have a chance, but with the way we've been playing, I wouldn't jump to conclusions yet. But yeah, the Warriors, they made a statement win. It was exciting. It was epic. And it's against a good team. The Bucks are 32-18, which is great for them. And, we also had a good game from Kent Bazemore, who has been rather struggling lately. And he also came off the bench, kind of the sixth man. But Oubre had 19, like I said, 13 for Wiseman. So I consider that a good win in my book. Let me know your thoughts on this game. Warriors are now 24-27. So, not great, but not terrible either. So let me know your thoughts, and go Warriors.